Hello there. Welcome to Gyanonymous. In the President of India series, we have so far discussed about the election and term of the President, executive, legislative, financial, judicial, military and diplomatic powers of the President. In this final video of the series, we will discuss about the emergency power of the President. President of India has discretionary emergency powers, vide Article 352 to 360 of the Indian Constitution. The President can declare three types of emergencies. Number 1. National Emergency vide Article 352. Number 2. State Emergency vide Article 356 and 365. Number 3. Financial Emergency vide Article 360. Under Article 352, the President can declare a national emergency on the basis of a written request by the Cabinet. The proclamation of emergency must be approved by both the Houses of Parliament within 1 month. If approved, the emergency shall continue for 6 months. It can also be extended for every 6 months, with approval of the Parliament. A national emergency has been proclaimed 3 times so far, in 1962, 1971, and 1975. The President acquires the following powers during a national emergency. Number 1. He or she can give directions to any state with regard to the manner in which its executive power has to be exercised. Number 2. He can modify the pattern of the distribution of financial resources between the Union and the states. Number 3. He can suspend the fundamental rights of citizens except the right to life and personal liberty vide Article 21 and the right to protection in respect of conviction for offences vide Article 20. Moreover, the right to 6 freedoms of Article 19 can only be suspended in case of an external emergency, that is, on the grounds of war or external aggression, and not in case of internal emergency owing to failure of the Constitution. Parliament retains certain powers during a national emergency. Number 1. It can make laws on any subject mentioned in the state list. Such laws cannot continue beyond 6 months after the emergency is over. Number 2. It can extend the normal tenure of 5 years of the Lok Sabha as well as State Legislative Assembly by 1 year. Such extensions cannot continue beyond 6 months after the emergency is over. If the President is not fully satisfied on the basis of a report of the governor of a concerned state or from other sources that the governance in a state cannot be carried out according to the provisions of the Constitution, he can proclaim an emergency under Article 356. Such an emergency must be approved by the Parliament within a period of 2 months. By Article 365, if the state is not working, according to the direction of the Union Government, an emergency can be proclaimed. Such an emergency must be approved by the Parliament within a period of 2 months and can last up to maximum of 3 years via extensions after every 6 months period. When the President's rule is imposed in a state, the President dismisses the state's Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister. The state governor, on behalf of the President, carries out the state administration activities with the help of Chief Secretary of the state or the advisors appointed for the purpose. When the State Legislative Assembly is dissolved or suspended, it is the Parliament that passes the state legislative bills and state budget. It needs to be mentioned here that the constitutional status, position, powers, and functions of the state's High Court are not affected by such a proclamation. In other words, the President cannot interfere in the jurisdiction of the state's High Court. Under Article 360, the President can proclaim financial emergency, if he is satisfied that the financial stability of the country or any part thereof is financially threatened. Such a proclamation must be approved by the Parliament within 2 months of its coming into force by a simple majority. The President can then give direction to the states to observe financial propriety. He or she can issue directions for reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any particular class serving under the state. This applies to levels serving in connection with the affairs of the Union, including the judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. He or she can require all money bills and other financial bills be reserved for his or her consideration. This type of emergency has never ever been declared. Thus, today we have learnt about various emergency powers of the President. Hereon we conclude our President of India series. Hope you find the series informative and illustrative. Thank you for watching Gyanonymous. See you sometime later with another interesting series. Till then, goodbye and happy learning.